Now, like I said, some of these we're going to pivot, so I don't want you to trace all your bodices at first, because on the pivot method you're tracing as you're moving the pattern. So, but you will need quite a few of these traced if you work better that way. I don't know, I get ahead of the game. Okay, I'm going to do my apex again and the dart tip. All right. To be honest with you, you probably could just mark all your apexes, you know, and then redo the tips. Okay, we're going to draw our dart back in here. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Now, we've done here, now we're going to do the shoulder. Usually, where this dart would be in the same location as your back shoulder dart, okay? So if you want to do it for sure, get out your pattern piece and line it up and make sure that it matches the one leg of the back shoulder dart, okay? But we're just going to do it right in the middle, and I'm going to redraw my design line. If you guys want to draw your design line in another color like red or blue, I don't care for these, okay? If it'll help you. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out the old dart. Okay. And we're going to cut to the pivot point in the new location. So it will be right up here. And we're going to cut through the new design line to the apex and hopefully not through it. And let's fold it. There we go. Maybe. Boy, I traced that crooked, didn't I? Okay. We've got a hole in there. No longer. We would blend this, okay, make sure that looks nice and smooth. And now let's put the new dart in here. Let's do it this way. All right. Again, tape. Have you guys picked up a lot of these dollar ones at Dollar General? I'm saying, they refilled the one on Bay Street. I noticed when I went there. Okay. All right, now, just so you'll know, that's an awful big dart, isn't it? Even if we raise it up from the apex. So we're going to move the tip of the dart up. So that's going to be 5/8 of an inch. Okay. And we're going to redraw the dart legs. Now, I'm just saying, if I was doing this in the industry, I'd be raising the tip up just a little bit more, okay? Normally, I mean, let's follow along with her so you won't get confused, but I would probably bring it up an inch, you know, just so you'll know. And you'll know when you start making your designs, you know? If it's way down here, it just kind of looks weird. You know what I mean? I bring it up some. So we're good there. Marker's kind of getting dull on me. Okay, like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and move my drill hole here as well. So make it inside the dart tip and circle it. Now, this dart is so big, look at all that excess that's going to be up underneath you, okay? Or underneath the garment. So I'm going to show you, we're going to do that method that way, but I'm also going to show you where we can just put seam allowance on the dart as well. So that's what I'm going to do here. Because really, guys, you know, if we cut this out and add seam allowance, you possibly could squeeze a back neck facing in there, right? Or you could, that's just all waste, okay? So let's do it as far as the seam allowance. Now, I'm going to just take my grid ruler and line up the 1/2 inch mark with the new dart leg. And I'm not sure where to go. I just know I want them to meet. And they're just gonna meet in the middle. And actually, I didn't do a bad job of ending where the dart tip went. Yeah, I knew how to do that. Okay. Let's score the leg. So we're going to fold it toward the front. So let's score the new dart leg. Now the reason you're thinking, well, why can't I just cut it out? Well, but these little seams won't be trued, okay? So we're still going to true the dart just so we know how to cut the tips of the dart. And you'll see here in a minute. Yeah, sorry, honey. It's sometimes hard to score it through the tape, yeah. We'll get it. Okay, here we go. Now, it's matching up pretty good, but I'm going to do one more step right here. So let's thumbtack this right about there. And let's just take our, sorry if you guys can't see, we're going to take our little tracing wheel and go about an inch on both sides. But right here down the middle, you're going to notice that those seams are really long. And once you open it up, you're kind of going to notice this leg here was pretty parallel with center front. So this leg was pretty much on the grain. This leg moved out, didn't it? So that leg became bias. And you're going to notice, if you don't put a dart in the middle of the dart, if it's cut open, that this side will probably pucker on you, okay? Because it'll grow, right? So, how come you're grinning? Am I saying something funny? Oh, okay. So I'm just kind of going to go right down here in the middle of the dart, and I'm going to square one of the lines of the ruler with the dart leg. And if you want to draw it on here first. And then just make a line like that. And then I'm going to also use my tracing wheel. Oops, and I got it crooked. Okay, I'll fix that. There. Now I'm going to cut up here at the top, shoulder. To be honest with you, I probably would straighten it too. Yeah, when we draw this to here, oh yeah, it dipped in, didn't it? Let's true the shoulder seam like that. I'm going to tape it so it stays put there, no one up on me. Okay. Now I can cut across here. Okay. Open this up. Yeah, looky. Now, why we trued it, because look what happened to this seam. This seam went up and that followed along with the same line. If you would have cut this across here, when the sewers, contractors would try to sew the dart together, that's why this seam here would have been longer than the other, okay? Because they would have tried to match the tips. Okay, so now we can cut out the dart, guys. Now, to be honest with you, since I screwed up by doing my little tracing, I'm not sure where to put the notch here. So, of course, you're gonna cut it all out. You're going to put your notch at the new dart leg, okay? And another way to check it to make sure these darts or these notches will be in the correct place, you can always fold the pattern in half like this. See? And notch them both at the same time. So now, looky here, that's even, right? If I would have cut this straight, we would have lined it up like that, and looky, we would have had puckering and bubbling. So, let's leave it like that. So just pick one of those sides, it doesn't matter. And voila. And yay, we got it. Okay, so you're gonna cut it all the way around, and you're gonna mark this mid-shoulder dart. So you'll go your initials, size 8, cut 1, fold, mid-shoulder dart, self, okay? And it should be up there, all right? So you guys go ahead and start working and getting these done. Like I said, you're gonna need about